Hi everybody. I know I've been gone for a while, mostly gone from YouTube. As you can see, I haven't been gone from the actual Pain in the End world. I've actually managed to get some things done. I've moved my IC2 stuff over from the cave. I have also decided to re-automate my canola processing. After I realized that these hydrokinetic engines use lubricant. And in fact, 8 of them put together use up more lubricant than they can produce if I try to use those to run the grinders. So, I've got those running on steam engines, as well as the centrifuge for getting the last little bit of canola juice out of those husks. And I have also managed to get some bedrock and make some bedrock gears. Which makes the math a lot easier when putting these things together, because I don't have to worry about whether I'm going to break a set of expensive diamond gears. So yeah, things around here on the technical side have improved quite a lot. Unfortunately, all off camera, so I can't really show you how I did it. But I can say that for these gearboxes, for the bedrock, I did have to use a jet engine because there's no way to link 8 hydrokinetic engines until you have some bedrock shafts to upgrade them with. But this episode is not dedicated to technical pursuits. I have decided to do some exploring, and I did promise last episode that I would be focusing some more on exploration. And it's occurred to me that this mod pack is named Pain in the End, and I have not yet been to the end on camera. So it's high time I did that. I did take one trip off camera, got my butt kicked. We've got hardcore Ender expansions, so that's my excuse. But yeah, right now I am getting dressed and ready for a hot date with a lady named Jean. I have gotten myself advanced nanosuit. I have a gravel gun for shooting the dragon itself, and a silverwood wand with a shock focus for those pesky bats. And in a moment, I will have a high tension spring with which to charge the gravel gun, so that I might actually be able to fire all of this gravel I'm carrying with me. Maybe. Oh, I think my extractor extracted it. Good job, extractor. And high strength spring. Which we'll be charging over here. And hopefully I won't overcharge it and break it. I'm going to try and stop at around 16,000. Yeah, around 16,000 kilojoules. That'll take a few minutes. And it looks like we've maxed out at 3,072 kilojoules. I'll probably need still more torque in order to charge it more. But this ought to give me a few shots against that big flying lizard. So with that, I suppose I'm out of excuses and it's time to go to work. Although some extra food would come in handy, wouldn't it? Yep, I'd better pack a lunch. I guess I may as well mention some other things that I've gotten done during my second hiatus. I have, in fact, moved most of my bee house up into the trees. And the genetics area is a lot easier to get around in. Mainly because it's just so much bigger than the old house. And I plan on putting all my alvearies on platforms like this and spiraling them down, kind of like a double helix pattern. The old house, I'm pretty sure I'm just going to leave there. Unless I need to tear it down for something else. And I have not yet taken the kitchen out of it. So I've made myself 7 bacon cheeseburgers. And I also took a quarter stack of cooked chupacabra meat, which could come in handy with the battle with its vampiric abilities. So next, I will want to make sure I've got all my stuff charged up. And then I should be ready to go. And fully charged. The steam turbine does not actually have an on-off switch, so I actually have to break it when I'm not using it. Otherwise it ends up hogging all the steam. I think later on I will manage to automate that using the redstone behavior and maybe something with sticky pistons. Alright, so I have my armor fully charged. I have a grapple gun. I've got a silverwood wand with shock focus to help with those pesky vampire bats. I also have my spell book, but that's not going to be much help. Apparently, Ars Magica spells just don't do any damage to the Ender Dragon. Now we're still in version 1.7.10. So a lot of the new updates to the Ender Dragon have not occurred. However, we are playing with Hardcore Ender expansion, so this is still not your father's Ender Dragon. It will blow fireballs at you, or something very much like fireballs. And it's also capable of chewing up the Ender Island out from under you. And not only does it leave a big hole under you when it does that, but when it bites you, it inflicts you with poison and blindness. And it does also have this tendency to strike with lightning bolts, which not only hurt you, but turn all the Endermen around you into vampire bats, which suck your energy from you and transfer it back to the dragon. I'm sure that there are other details that I'm forgetting, and I'm sure that I will be reminded of them. There it is. Alright, I sure would like to spot this dragon before it spots me. And I'm out of charge on my gravel gun. I did not bring any way to get back. So I think I might be in trouble. I should actually have 2 graves around here. And one of them should give me a dimensional recall. I really got to take out these crystals, and I don't have anything ranged to do it with. And this armor is great protection. But it's not fast enough. And I'm going to have to deal with this. Okay, that could have been worse. I still have 3 more crystals to take down, which is going to hurt. 4 crystals. Crystals. Two crystals. One crystal. Now 2, 3 crystals. 4. Wow. Okay, jetpack's still looking good. The rest of my armor looks like crap. Can't imagine why that would be. And I don't know where the dragon's gone. There she is. Oh, she's going to get rather angry once I get these crystals taken down. Well, that worked out nicely. I think my wand's empty. This is a pretty big problem. Because as I've mentioned before, my spells from Ars Magica don't seem to affect the Ender Dragon. But I think I see a grave plate. And a charged quarter. Also crossbow, a whole bunch of stuff I've been missing for a while. I could continue the fight with this, or I could recharge my armor and come back. Alright, that worked out well, and here's some stuff that I really need to take back up into the trees anyway. So I'm going to just do that. Okay, so the bad news is I did not finish the job on the Ender Dragon. But the good news is that I managed to get my charged teleporter back and get away with my life. This is really good news. Because not only that, but I have also gotten back my old crossbow with some hopefully pretty powerful bolts. And even if I run out of that, I can always escape back here. Alright, so I'm going to charge up my Silverwood wand again, and my armor, and then I'll be ready for round 2. Well, 3. I'll be ready for another round. Alright. I have fully recharged my gravel gun, upgraded my Alamite bolts with sharpness and maximum fire, and recharged my Silverwood wand. And my charged porter, just in case I need to come back. This ought to be enough to do it. Now, I think that I had one crystal left over here, which I will be shooting with the crossbow if I find it. And one Ender Dragon right there, which I will be shooting quite a lot. All that lightning is a sign that she's really angry with me. It's also a sign that I really need to shoot this thing down. They don't like me either. Alright, where did you go? Well, darn. So, I'm going to have to come up with something even more powerful. I'm going to have to take a moment and figure out just what that is. So, one of those Ender Dragon abilities that I had forgotten to mention earlier was its ability to strike you with lightning and set you on fire until you burned it out. And to combat that, we're going to make a couple of potions of fire resistance, or a few of them actually. And some excellent news is that my actual armor is soulbound and therefore came with me when I died, except for the helmet. But still, I should be able to fly and be well protected enough to get to my old armor. And put it back on again. Alright, so the bad news is I'm unarmed. The good news is I'm fireproof. Which means when I get hit with lightning, at least I'll die from the lightning instead of burning to death. At any rate, my gravestone should be up there. Oh, come on. Well, those Endermen aren't going to forget about me. But the dragon seems to have moved out of range. It sure would be nice if I'd stop looking at these guys. I should have brought a pickaxe. Okay, so here's what I can do. My Ars Magica spells have no effect on the Ender Dragon, but they work on Endermen just fine. If I can hit them at least. Alright. For my next trick, get all my stuff back, perch up here, reorganize my stuff, keep that where I can get at it if I need to. And I'm going to go dragon hunt. Oh, Gene. We have things unfinished between us. Your subjugation of these poor helpless Endermen is about to end. If I can just find you. she comes. And I'm down to 40 seconds of fire resistance. And no poison resistance. Maybe I should have brought milk. One more shot ought to do it. All I have to do is connect. Okay, one more shot now. And the crowd goes wild. Alright, we don't have Ender Breath. We do have this stuff. So, finally, after about 1.5 years of pain in the end, we actually go to the end. And the Ender Dragon is defeated. Next episode, well, Pain in the End has been my first real mod pack that I have made public, and my first really long-running series. My longest running series, in fact. And I think next episode I'd like to talk about what I've learned from it. And maybe I can talk a little bit about what's going on in the future. Until then, have some fun, build something cool, and have a nice day.